did make a video what's happened to the Seekers and finding a letter in this courtyard. Now, a group of cultists who see themselves as did all along was for the world, and actually the Maker was for the world to be destroyed, so that from the ashes, not so far from Corypheus himself, although he doesn't seek destruction, just control, but destruction might happen in the wake. Now we're obviously somewhere in between this little mess, and the promises, we found out, Corypheus somehow got a hold of the actual Seekers. He tried Red Lyrium on them. They proved resistant to this, and Cassandra would say this is why Corypheus would not want them. He's traded off the Seekers to the Promises and told them, you know, do with them what you may, and then in return I want you to work for me. But, you know, it's not quite sure why he would promise such. Oh god. I've just seen these enemies, the Promises, as basically a reason to rehash Templar skin plates. They look like Templars, they claim they're Seekers, they look nothing like, simply become overpowered enough to take down a High Dragon. I'm trying to make my guy a little bit faster, so he doesn't run into problems. We've also been gathering some trainers, so we can pick up some new skill sets that are unique to the Inquisitor, which may prove quite useful. Okay, looks like we've got no real loot there. I'm just going to pick up some things, maybe some literature if we can. The only reason... fuck. Hate it when you can't pick stuff up. So, what we're going to do... if there's anything a bit rubbish in our item bay, we'll just drop it. What is the cheapest piece of rubbish we're carrying? Might be one of these lightning staffs. Boom. Because that magnetic thing is more powerful, so I assume it's worth more. Slap. There we go, grab that staff. Now, as I was saying, so we've got these promises we need to work out how to deal with them. I also mentioned in the previous video my plans for doing more videos when I get back to university focused on the gaming industry itself, because I don't think anyone's really covered it. So let's do a reading of this here. The Order of the Fiery Promise. This is the order that believes themselves Seekers, by the way. Consider the time in which the original Inquisition existed. The first blight had devastated the world, tearing down the mighty Tevinter Imperium and leaving nothing in its place. Just as there were several cults of Andraste vying to become the true inheritor of the Prophet's faith, there was more than one group claiming to represent the one true path to deliver the world from chaos. The Order of Fiery Promise was one of these, a band of men and women who decreed that not only was the end of the world nigh, it was necessary. Phaedus must be cleansed with fire and reborn as a paradise. This they solemnly promised. They devoted themselves utterly to seeing this come about. Whether they ever drew close to their goal is unknown. The Inquisition eventually crushed these promises during a battle recorded only as the cleansing of Cthulhu. The cult reappeared in the early Divine Age, claiming to take up the Inquisition's mantle after it had transformed into the Seekers of Truth, leading the Chantry hunts that did not see the promises eliminated again until the Exalted Age. So it makes sense that they would start rising now as the Inquisition rises, because the Inquisition led to the original Seekers, so perhaps they see themselves as a successor, who knows. That's a chastened looking throne. Why is there... that must be Andraste, dressed as a Templar. They have a seat for power for her. Okay, so I would say this one looks like the smaller area, so this is perhaps a treasure room. What's that? No, I'm gonna just grab treasure first. Alright. What's in our little boxes of wonder? Another Templars first. I'll grab the... What? I can't even get a garnet. What is this? What is rush? Okay, we've got some good items there. So I got to start. We got to start dropping some grey. Anything that's not... We'll start at the bottom. Okay. Buy. Buy. Destroy that. Dalish Slasher, gone. Raider's Longbow, gone. Keeper's Lightning Staff, gone. Because these are all low levels. No one wields a shield in this day and age. Okay. Now we can pick up the rest. Boom. And over here, let's take those as well. Okay, that's good. Everything else looks fine. Why is there a diamond on this part? Cassandra has reason to believe that Corferius is... Okay, let's go through this door. I'm hoping... Ah! Okay, so we've got to go up that bit. So, let's go up the other side, which is a longer way around here. And there might be more stuff around here as well. See? Struck gold. Another couple of loot chests. This one looks a bit Lyrium filled. A little bit of totems. And some rubbish items. See if we can get... They're all half decent, so let's just leave that alone for now. Let's work our way around instead. Oh, my back. I was just playing baseball, you see, earlier, so I took a bit of a break. I went out playing some baseball in the...
Daniel!
Oh, hello.
Daniel!
Oh, fuck me. He's a bit far gone, isn't he?
It is you. You're alive.
How are you alive? Another question.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
We don't actually have any healers, though.
They put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
Cole, can you do this?
You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things.
You.
I can feel it growing.
Can we help him? Why would they do this? That's horrible. They will pay. Can we help him?
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
I've brought two of the best people
Lord
for this.
Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra.
Oh.
He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Oh. Was it the envy demon?
Could it have been the demon from Therinfal?
No. The demon came later.
But a demon couldn't simply take his place without anyone noticing.
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
Oh. Oh. Oh, God.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
Up to you, Cassie.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Well, that's what you get, son.
Go to
saying
the
anything.
Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Seriously? I know she's gonna wreck him, but... Oh. Where was she hiding that sword? I can't believe that. We have Cole and Solas here.
I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
I have Cole and Solas. They might have been able to do something about the demon. Hello, like, Cole is basically a demon. I'm sorry, Cole. But, you know, truth is there. Truth is there, son. He probably would have been... You know, if anyone's going to be able to know how to do an exorcism, I brought the right guys for that job. But no, we just had to kill him. I'm a bit talkative today because I had a crap ton of sweets. Just drank about 2 bottles of Pepsi. Okay, not that much Pepsi really. And had, this is the important part, a pint of milk. That stuff is like the power. The Pepsi sent me to sleep, but the milk, I tell you, it's like a squirrel on crack. Off the walls and on them at the same time. I don't know if that's possible, but it is. Feel it inside. Oh, loot. Now, you guys deal with the actual problems. They brought the problems here. That's right, deal with that. Deal with the problems. I will see if there's anything else I can collect around here. Okay, the answer seems like no, so I guess we're going to come back and do from as well. Bye bye, Templar. Thank you, Templar. That's my mum just casually coming in and giving me a Victoria sponge. You know, we're not quite English unless you have a Victoria sponge. Oh, damn. I finally realised what those special rings did. I didn't quite understand when they all said like 30% or 30, plus 30 attack and all this, and I was like, why do they all grant the same thing? So I started deleting them and selling them. But then I realised that they only boost one attack style, and that's the one that they're named after. So you could essentially really overpower an attack by a crap ton if you know what it is. I was trying to delete, I think I'm trying to delete weapons or armor. Let's get rid of some armor. This enchantment now, buy. There we go. That should free up enough space for some more random stuff. What we want ideally is more of the valuable items, like that glowy golden thing at the bottom there, than these not so valuable items, I would say. I'm just wondering, when I picked up earlier the the pants and all that, I think I sold them because they were valuable items, but that's something I could have given to one of the characters and probably gotten some massive boost. So they're opinion polls, but not really that fussed. I mean, like I said, there's no real reason to make characters like you on Inquisition, because unless you're playing a certain character, you're not going to get everyone to bang you. Basically, I think if you're a female human or a Canary female, you'll probably get the most amount of sexual encounters. Oh, hello.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're a traitor.
We Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition.
Yes.
Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
We're not the same.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help.
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself.
What the hell is that?
The secrets of our order, passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
We need to stop him.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
That's the Maker's Will, sounds like. Blade in the chest. Okay, let's take this guy out first. That'll usually end. The rest of them are just fine. I can probably take care of the rest, actually, truth be told. They look like they'll go down pretty easily. Oh. Where'd the main dude go? I think we've already killed him. Oh, that was evidently, not suspected.
He was insane. He had to be. Perhaps the end.
Okay, we've got more items to get rid of now. Back to the weapons collection. Are gone. Gone. Facing a problem here. Let's go on to the armor collection. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And then maybe we've got
Demon's influence? Remove the Lord Seeker so it could take over the Templars.
These wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Good. We got the Seeker of Truth book. I think we've managed to save, to an extent, we've saved the Seekers. I think Cassandra's Seekers. We killed a couple of demons. We dealt with the Red Templars. We can have a look around, see if there's anything knocking about. I had a feeling there'd be gold. There's always gold lying around these days. The kind of world we live in. Where's the way we're going? And yeah. Why the enemies are so weak these days? Sometimes you go somewhere and they wreck you, and then you go other place and there's no chance. Anyway, let's head through on from the void. We leave to never return, so back to Skyhold. Reason to believe that Corfurus is behind it. We go to Skyhold, continue Cassandra's great story, find out what happened to the Seekers. So now we know some of the Seekers were fed something that basically ended up with them being possessed by demons, which is meant to be impossible because of something in Seekers training that makes them resistant to demon possession. That sort of makes them like the Tranquil, I guess. I think Cole said that the Tranquil felt like dwarves, which I thought was interesting, because you can link the Tranquil back to the Fade through the use of demons and spirits. So maybe you can do the same with a dwarf, like a dwarf perhaps can be inhabited by a spirit. And we know this from how when Varric makes Cole more real in his conversation. So that's a question for another time. Conspiracy, I think. I'll bring that up maybe, how to make dwarfs mages again. But for now, we need to find Cassandra. Because she wants to talk about... Oh, hello. Ooh, my knees shattered. Okay. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Cassandra's the other side. Not great. Not great. Okay, so we'll go over and we'll talk to Cassie.
Inquisitor.
Not now, son. So we've helped out Cassandra. By the way, I also bought like a big pile of donuts, so I won't show you the Victoria. I'm onto the donuts, I'm gonna look massive one day. Maybe. Victoria sponge. Oh.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
I assume you know about the Rite of Tranquility. The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse it.
I'd love to say that's not surprising, because I feel like it shouldn't be, but the question is, why keep it hidden? Those lives should never have been lost, but
So the rebellion could have been prevented.
Perhaps, but it was a long time coming, for many reasons. We created the Rite of Tranquility.
indeed.
I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion.
I thought it was
I was
similar.
made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind.
Ah,
That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities.
interesting.
The Seekers did not share that secret.
I
Not
thought
with
that
me,
might have been how they
not
did it.
with the Chantry. Not even with...
The mages,
There's more.
or her.
Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
Investigate.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I hope not. It's possible.
We might. It would be lying to say it's impossible.
An honest answer, if not a comforting one.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly.
No.
Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve.
Sometimes
That is
you
not
go
the Maker's
once
work.
you've done what needs to be done.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
Perhaps make those tranquil have the choice to become normal again. Once you've served your time as a tranquil, I feel you would be stronger. Which one's better? Love option? You can do anything? Or what is the Maker's work? Ah, that's a great love option.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
Boom.
But are they worth rebuilding?
Yes.
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words.
Ah, I did nothing.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Thought I would have gained something there, but either way, you know what I would like to do is to basically restore the Tranquil. I mean, we learned a bit about how a demon could restore Tranquil when Anders affected Tranquil. That was a surprise there. It's more of a surprise that the Seekers always knew about it. I did, if you realise a moment ago, suggest a method of how you can make dwarves mages. It's interesting that I also said that the Seekers, how they were made to what they are, sounded to me a bit like the Rites of Tranquility, It's good to know that that's been confirmed as well now. But I did not know that Seekers, it was a spirit touched them. Spirit of whatever it was, valor or something. Which brings more credence to the use of coal here. Most peculiar. We might have Dorian or something might be interested. Solas probably would. But for some reason we can't share knowledge, so... can't share stuff. I would love to give those who are tranquil the chance. Again, you know, to become free. That's how it could have been used. I mean, you could abuse it if you wanted to. You could say to people, you're tranquil now, you're in your place. If you ever want to be non-tranquil again, you've got to do this, that, and all the rest of it. But you could also restore the power to those mages while they were tranquil. I'm sure it gives you that kind of fortitude you missed out on. You know, it gives them a chance to learn to be better. Anyway, let's serve justice on the mayor. I feel he should be. It's a long time has passed and he's done service to the people.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight.
Quite a good argument, isn't it?
The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
I understand. He has a chance to prove it. Muddled things, a severe crime either way.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
We've got the Ferelden throne.
You lied for 10 years about your crime, then fled after confessing your guilt. For avoiding justice, you are exiled from Ferelden. I doubt the Crown will disagree.
I knew your coming meant the end, one way or another.
He's free. I think that's better than most people can hope for. Can live his life somewhere. I wish that I had more of those tomes of knowledge that you get if you level up as an Inquisitor. They're usually quite useful for a moment like this. You can give like side punishments. If you like, for example, crime. Damn it. Like when I dealt with the Templar earlier, my knowledge of the Chantry gave me an option. Oh well. I think we've passed enough time to deal with Josephine. Hopefully. See if we can do her quest. Might not be able to. Might have to just send people off on something else. While we play the waiting game. So we found out where the Seekers went, by the way. Most of the Seekers were dealt with. The head of the Seeker Order was having them turned into demons, even though they're meant to be resistant, by feeding them stuff that wasn't red lyrium, because apparently they were resistant to red lyrium. Okay, so I can't do that just yet.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
They said instead, though, that... What is it? Some other stuff is going... Oh, we have a few seconds. They did say that when we killed the head Seeker, who had become possessed by a demon at this point, we took his book and we brought it back, and Cassandra read it and discovered basically that the Seekers have always known there's a cure for tranquility. That was the main crux, one of the main turning points in Dragon's Age 2. Seekers killed anyone who knew that tranquility wasn't permanent. And then she was reading about it there and saying, nicer things should have been done, basically.
I have something
gotta
for you, Commander.
pass
The
a
soldiers the
minute here.
Herald rescued from the Fallermire
But yeah.
arrived an hour ago.
Thank the Maker. We
But yeah,
need
anyway, they
peace.
said now the Seekers have been dealt with. The last few that remain are scattered to the wind, so we don't exactly know where the last... If there are any Seekers still left, we don't know where they are, but they're probably somewhere. All we know is we've now dealt with the main person in shards. I feel like we should have met. So I have just the agent in mind for this, allowing to send her to Dead Room to quietly hunt down the inventory spies. So I think Leliana would be best for that. Maleficarum. We've all heard the rumours. Blood Mage is in the Wending Wood. Inquisition controls the Templars. Does it? Not purely controls the attack. I received several complaints from various merchants. No one has been able to verify these claims. Major trade route between general and now thriving and consider a personal favour if our Templars investigated. Done.
All right.
How's this going now? That must have been completed. So, Nightingale. Cammering is dead, fully armoured, locked in an inner room in his home. A knife in his back. He knew someone was coming for him. Ironically, the scene was exactly the same as one in the first Harden Hightown novel. Someone sent a professional after this magistrate. They had to leave a trail. So very parallels. Oh, so we've unlocked another quest. Another 45-minute one. How long does this take in the Shadows over Dead Room? I'll send her in. Wow, Jesus! Wow, that's long. Should we help? Further, I've learned who was followers are supposedly
Let's see what we have.
Anyway, I need that other girl back before I can do this. And where do I even send her? Send her somewhere. Should be in something that's doing in progress. On any of these. Ah. How long has she got? 7 minutes, that's okay. So soon we'll be able to send Josephine on her next mission. We just need to somehow pass 7 minutes in this place. And then we could continue with that sort of mission. Thank you, Tarek. Ah, really a shame. So, yeah, I think there's no point continuing this one because we already know what's happened to the Seekers now. I'll go and see Cassandra though, in case she's got any more side quests related to the Seekers knocking around. She might still have something to talk about. It was interesting though to find out what we found out. I don't know if I'm doing the right things with this girl. I'm not sure if... Oh, there we go. Might be about the Seeker's book again. Hello.
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Okay.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are.
Just walk through scaffolds like they're nothing.
The flirting.
Yes.
With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination. Which is
She
entirely
actually blushing.
possible.
Have they put blushing on her? No!
If it makes you uncomfortable, I can stop.
You cannot court me if that's your intention. It's impossible.
Did you just say I can't court you?
Yes. What of it?
It's just a bit formal.
And that is a bad thing? I cannot be properly courted.
Is that what you want?
No.
I think a yes. You're gonna come back and be like, yes.
I take it back. That is what I want.
Oh.
I want a man who sweeps me off my feet, who gives me flowers and reads me poetry by candlelight. I want the ideal. You are the Inquisitor and the Herald of Andraste. You cannot be that man.
Yes, I can. I'd like to try. I'm surprised. This is why you're alone. Oh, Jesus. Come on, man. That's cold. What are you doing, bro? You are such... Oh, no.
I can be that man, Cassandra.
The world hinges on our actions. We face death at every turn, Inquisitor.
That doesn't change how I feel.
It changes everything.
Oh, she's loosened up a little. Wee. Right. Search the stores of Valrio. Oh crap, I missed all the little hints there about where I can buy stuff. That sucks balls. Oh, and I'm trapped now because of it. What is this rubbish? What is this game? Tell you what we're going to do. The shortcut method. Oh wait, unless these lead somewhere that doesn't have scaffolding. Is this my bedroom? Whose room is this? Why is the door shutting on me? That ain't scary. Alright, I'm out. I am out of there. Alright, so this is slightly turned. Whose paper is this? Dear one, you have been the light of my life. Oh, rubbish. I think that's a poem. Love poem book. Dusted. What else is around? Oh crap. This place needs some cleaning. Alright, so we're going back to the garden now. What is that? An arrow. Oh, that's something sticking on this roof. An arrow elven, of course, because who else would be this fancy with a throwaway? I've talked weapon talk with traders before, and the stingy scratchings means make you dead, or near enough. Well made, have to be shaped since the ancients so fire sewer around it's from. All I know is there are centuries of knocks in the walls, and I have a patch they keep. They don't have blah 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 blah. Gats. I just landed on an arrow. I didn't need a story. Oh well. That's what I get for jumping around randomly. What's over here? Oh, war room. People. Let's find our way back to that war room then. I think it's through here. And we're back. Shadows in the hand of night. Fingers on the face rails. Alright. Somehow I've got to work out a way of reading live streams, as usual. So, just saying to one of TK2000, because I'm still in contact with the old boy from Dead Rising. And he was telling me, because I can only read the comments that appear on the right hand side for those who are joining on the PlayStation, PS4, and talking to me. So I can't really see any message coming through on YouTube. So one of the things we're going to have to do when I get over to...
Chief Mothrin is educating Habernash. I'd pay to see that.
Anyway, I assume she's come back now. Are you serious? I still haven't passed enough time. What is this woman doing over here? Okay, it's like a minute. So one of the things I was saying I was going to do, as well as my numerous pre-recorded videos that talk about things, when I do game commentary, I'm going to either try to make a Facebook page / group, or make my Twitter so that I can actually have my Twitter on the computer on the side, or even just have the YouTube live stream comments sitting on the side to my presumable right on a laptop, just so that as you respond to the YouTube video, I can just look at the comments on the live stream there and then respond here in game. I'm actually quite sad that I can't really, you know, it doesn't appear here, and I'm a bit the comments given to me by PlayStation users, so I guess I'll have to read them out as we go along, otherwise you'll just think I'm talking to myself and cackling along. Right, so we can send Joseph now. The commander has kindly found some soldiers he can spare to judge. Right, there we
Let
go.
us
So,
begin.
another quick mission there. I'm going to try and go buy all the stuff for Cassandra to pass some time, but let's end this little mini episodes. Right, so let's on to the next one.